Hello, everyone, and welcome to Some Shit We Like, episode number 228.
Yeah.
And we are here to inform you about movies, video games,
And some other bullshit.
and other shit.
So you got to tell me, if you have the same problem I have? Have you seen Talladega Nights?
I have not.
No. Okay. Well,
No.
there's a scene in Talladega Nights where after he wins this race, he's standing in front doing an interview, and he starts lifting his hands up. He's like, "I'm sorry, I don't know what to do with my hands." And I'm like, just put them down. He's like, "Yeah, no, I was just going fast, and just going fast." And he keeps putting his hands up. He doesn't know what to do with his hands. So every time we start the live stream, and even if it's not a live stream, like the video aspect of this show, I'm still not quite used to yet because I'm like, well, do I look straight at the camera? Do I do a dead?
We gotta look at the camera.
Do I do a dead eye face? Like I don't know what to do looking at the camera. So every time you start talking, I just want to go. But yeah, that's my own issue. I'm working on it.
But then when the show gets into it, you're all like...
Yeah, then I'm all loud, obnoxious, and hand wavy, so let's get there.
Yeah.
Let's get there.
We got our triple shot.
Yeah.
Caramel frap. Mine's with soy because Milk hates me for some reason.
Because you're a little girly man.
I am. So, hey, I guess we'll just get into it.
Yeah, let's do that. Movie news. I thought I would say it since I put the stories in there. Movie news.
That's true. So why don't you take us away with movie news?
Okay, so first thing we're doing is the Fox stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Sunday. If you're watching us live, if you're listening on Tuesday when this goes up in audio form at someshitwelike.com, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, check that out. If you're listening later, we're recording this on Sunday, and we were going to record Saturday. Things came up, and we couldn't do it. And literally like an hour after we decided not to record on Saturday, this news popped up.
Which I'm so glad.
I was like, oh man, I'm so glad we didn't decide to record today because check this shit out. So Fox had a thing where they announced some movie release dates, sound effects.
Professionalism.
They announced release dates for 3 movies that pertain to us. Well, pertain to me, really, because they're X-Men related.
Well, I like X-Men.
I know. But they also announced a bunch of other movies, too, like release dates for other movies, but I don't care about those. That's why I use the comicbook.com story, because they just focused on the 3 that matter. So they announced 3 upcoming X-Men movies. I guess Deadpool's not really X-Men, but he gets involved with X-Men, but...
Deadpool's everywhere.
Yeah, so they announced a release date for New Mutants, which will be April 13th, 2018.
That's so long.
Not really. It's only a year away. Like, it's literally less than a year away at this point.
Fuck off, Fly.
Deadpool 2, this is the one that surprised me. This is summer. This is June of 2018, which I thought was going to be a lot sooner, considering how much footage they showed in that, quote, teaser or announcement trailer or whatever you want to call it.
That was just a teaser.
Yeah. And they also announced X-Men Dark Phoenix, which I am pumped about.
Yeah, I thought they were going to...
November next year.
Yeah. Which is so soon.
Yeah.
For a movie,
yeah.
in my opinion.
I don't think it'll make that. I think that's just...
It's just a placeholder.
Yeah, I think so. Apocalypse was last summer.
That was, yeah.
So I guess November of 2018 wouldn't be that far off. That close together from Apocalypse. Because they've been doing like every other year with the X-Men movies.
True.
And this is an actual X-Men movie.
Every 2 years, maybe.
So the reason why I got excited about this is because they didn't really try to tell the Dark Phoenix story in the previous X-Men movies. They kind of just fast-tracked it to get to X-Men 3 and get out of that deal or whatever. Again, I like X-Men X2 and X-Men 3 Last Stand. I like all 3 of those movies. I don't care what anybody says. So I enjoy that first trilogy. Even with how ridiculous and over the top 3 got. And I've also really enjoyed this most recent trilogy of First Class, Days of Future Past, and Apocalypse. But other than, I guess other than the comics, but other than the animated series, they haven't really done a good job of telling us that Dark Phoenix
No, not at all.
story.
Like you said, Last Stand was like a hint towards the Phoenix.
Like, they really fast tracked it. The end of X2.
Oh, X2, the end of X2.
And then
right.
into X3. Yeah.
Yeah, was fast track to Phoenix, which was just not executed well at all.
Right.
And then we got Apocalypse, which is
Really like that movie, man.
really good, and I think did a very good. They did a good job, at least introducing Phoenix in some way.
Yeah.
I gotta watch the movie again. I only watched it once. But here's the deal. I'm kind of nervous about it.
Okay.
The person writing this, according to the article that I read, was the same person who wrote The Last Stand.
Really?
Simon
okay.
Kingsbury, I believe his last name is.
I see. I didn't actually even see that. But okay.
Well, I actually read a different article.
Oh, did you? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And when I saw that, I'm like, oh, come on, really? Like, okay, let me at least kind of give them the benefit of the doubt, saying that the corporate had their hands in it.
The portrayal of Dark Phoenix in X3 was fine.
I didn't
but
like it at all.
It was fine. But the build to it in 2 was
the build
bad.
to it was
bad.
Was it bad?
Yeah, it was. Dude, she died in the plane, protecting the airplane, and then at the end of 2, they show the Phoenix rising
I
out
don't
of the water.
remember.
It was bad.
I don't remember. I thought the build-up was good. What happened in the second one? I don't even remember now.
She did the deal to protect the airplane as they were flying out. But
No.
that was
in the show.
No, that was 2.
Anyway,
Either way, I'm excited for the prospect of them doing the Dark Phoenix storyline some justice, because I really, really liked the animated series stuff, and it actually made me interested in wanting to read that arc in the comics. So I hope they do it right. But yeah, X-Men Dark Phoenix, I think that's gonna be dope, dude.
Yeah, I mean, if they stick to source material, I think it'll be fine. I mean, they've been killing it with the last 3 movies.
Yes.
So,
how do you feel about the New Mutants?
I'm excited.
Yeah?
I'm really excited. Like, this is growing up in the 90s, watching the X-Men cartoons every Saturday.
Yep.
And now we're going to have something live action. That's going to be awesome.
I always talk about that TV show pilot that Fox did called Generation X that was similar to what the First Class was, where it was them younger.
It was like a 1-season run, wasn't it?
It was one 2-hour pilot.
I thought it was like a 1-season run of the show. I don't remember.
All I remember is the pilot and being super
remember now.
pumped.
I didn't like it.
I liked it. I thought it was dope. I thought the girl who played Jubilee was good. I
don't even remember if I watched
Cyclops stuff was good. I really liked it. And I've been trying to look it up to try and find it, and I haven't come across it because I'd like to watch it again. Because every time we talk about X-Men, I bring this thing up. But yeah, I'm going to try and find that again so I can watch it. X. But yeah, it was... I'm really excited about New Mutants also. I think that's going to be really fun. So I think it's official. Did you see the casting for Cable?
Oh my god, you're right. It was a movie.
Yeah.
Emma Frost.
Yep.
Jubilee. I don't remember this.
You don't remember this?
I thought you were talking about that TV show.
No. This was supposed to be a TV show, actually. But it was just a movie. It ended up just being a movie.
I don't remember this.
It was really good. I liked it.
I have to go back and find it.
Yeah. Yeah, so... Did you see the casting for Cable?
Oh yeah, Josh Brolin.
How the... I saw that.
Josh Brolin.
Number one, Josh fucking Brolin. And two is how did we not think of Josh Brolin? Because he's perfect.
Yeah, he is. I think he's fucking...
All of our shitty, stupid fan casting stuff we do, Josh Brolin's name never came up. And I always forget about Josh Brolin. And then when I see him and stuff, I'm like, fuck, how did I forget about Josh Brolin? So, yeah, that's going to be awesome, man.
Which is kind of... See, the part where I'm kind of like, wait, what? They got him? Because, he's playing his role as Thanos, and the other Marvel universe. So it's like they're crossing the streams.
You know that's gonna be part of the story, or it's gonna be a one-liner in the movie.
Deadpool, yeah, I'm sure.
I think that's cool, man. I like Josh Brolin a lot, and I always forget about that dude, and it's such a bummer that I always forget about that dude because I usually enjoy anything he's in. I even like W. I thought he was really good in that.
W, yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's
it's pretty cool.
I just thought it was weird that they were gonna. I mean, he's
have him play another character.
It's weird. I know a lot of people said this too, but I thought he would be a good pick too with John Hamm.
Yeah.
I think he would have been great
Yeah,
too.
I had to think about that for a second, but yeah.
Yeah. What's it called? Don Draper.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a good pick. I'm excited. I mean,
Then we hear Jeff Canada talk about how John Hamm beat him out for another role. Because he's the joke about that. Because I think this too. I think Jeff Canada looks like he could be John Hamm's brother. They look like they could be brothers if you look at pictures of them side by side.
Could be possible.
Yeah.
Maybe cousins.
Yeah. But yeah, he's joked about that before.
That's funny. I don't remember. So yeah, I'm excited for Deadpool. I think I'm more excited for X-Men,
Dark Phoenix.
the Dark Phoenix, and
I'm cautiously excited about Dark Phoenix.
I meant the TV show actually. The Phoenix. I'm like I said, like I don't know. I want to be hyped for it, and like I said, they've been doing good with the other last three.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be fine. I hope. I mean, you can only hope. As far as now, I mean, they just announced this, so
I could see where people would think they went a little too far with Apocalypse, but as far as like being over the top and over Hollywooding,
I think with the X-Men movies, you just gotta take them as they are, as far as like a comic book movie.
I think so.
That's
too.
like it went like I think I mentioned this in like the last 2 episodes ago or something. Like the Flash, like I mean, you watch the Flash, it's out there. This is like the most comic book show on TV right now. And that's how I'm taking the X-Men movies, the current X-Men movies, you know, First Class, Days of Future Past, and Apocalypse.
Yeah.
And by doing that, I've been enjoying the shit out of them.
Me too. I think First Class is a great movie that can stand on its own as far as not be like, oh, this is a good comic book movie. I think that's a really good movie. I think that Days of Future Past is not quite as good as First Class, but I really do enjoy the focus on Mystique in that. In the second
Her character
movie.
line was pretty good.
Yeah, it was a really good storyline for her character in that. And, of course, Quicksilver. And then I don't think that quality has gone down, but I don't think the hype has gone up with the X-Men movies like it should have been. You know what I mean? Like, everybody gets
kind of
hyped.
stayed the same.
Yeah, everybody gets so hyped for the next Avengers movie or the next Thor movie or the next, you know, in that universe, which I totally understand.
Well, people were hyped for Apocalypse. It wasn't until they released the photos where people were like shitting on it.
Yeah. I kind of hope that these X-Men movies get hyped more.
With the Dark Phoenix, I definitely.
Oh yeah.
That would get hyped.
I hope so. I just hope it's not like. I hope that there's been enough comic book movies out to where people have gotten interested enough to go actually read these storylines that they're claiming to love so much. Like, I love that you guys are spending hundreds of millions of dollars on comic book movies, something I never thought would happen in my lifetime. Because it's, you know, some of that source material is some of the shit that I love with my whole heart. So I'm glad that they're making the money they're making, but I hope it's inspiring people to go pick up comic books.
I'm sure.
Or not even just comic books, to go pick up other forms of media and ingesting those stories that other places have to tell. Rick is hopped up on coffee and he's having hallucinations of pink elephants flying around him. But I'm really excited about this news, man.
This is going to be awesome. I'm hyped.
Yeah.
Pretty hyped on coffee.
Fucking Josh Brolin, man. Josh Brolin. Awesome.
That's a good pick.
All right, so before you start this trailer, I want to say I did not pick the most recent trailer.
Okay.
Because I think it shows way too much. Again, it's a story everybody already knows, whatever. But The reason I picked this trailer, even though it's listed as 2016, because I think it came out in November, December originally.
What?
The All Eyez On Me trailer.
Oh, probably, yeah.
So the reason I picked this trailer is because this is the one I first saw and I was like, yo, we got to see this movie. But I think it came out at a time where I wasn't on the show for a couple of weeks in a row, so I didn't bring it to the table. So I just saw the most recent trailer and got really hyped for this movie again. But I don't want to watch the most recent one here. I want to watch the original trailer. So.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
All right, so this is the original trailer for All Eyez On Me.
Yes.
They are going to give you the tools that you need to destroy yourself. I'm straight pride. Above all else, deny yourself. Be true. Let me see your spirit.
God, he looks just like him.
It's ridiculous.
Or at least definitely closely like him.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see this trailer.
You didn't see that one?
No, the one I saw was a little bit longer than 1 minute.
Okay. So I'm really pumped about this movie, especially coming off of recently watching Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah.
And really enjoying the way they told that story, where it wasn't just a biopic. It was about, and I guess people would say that it got a little up its own ass about how revolutionary the group NWA was. It was just rap music, but like they were as different to hip hop and rap as Nirvana was to rock and roll.
They kind of changed the game.
They changed everything about that genre of music.
I don't know that much about hip hop, so
similarly to the way that people always say Nirvana changed the culture of rock music. NWA did the same thing for rap/hip hop, which I'm glad they told that story, and I'm glad they treated it with the reverence it deserved. And the other trailers of All Eyez On Me I've only seen the newest one, and I think it's really well done because they're not just showing. It's not like, well, let's just take Tupac and make him this great historical figure.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it started out where, this dude had a message that he wants to deliver. And his mother and other family members were involved with the Black Panthers, and I'm sure that's going to come into play.
I don't know that.
But the other part of the story that I'm glad they're telling is, like, the way that the business of Hollywood kind of corrupted him. Because he originally had this message of black empowerment that he was trying to tell. But he came out with a couple songs where it was like, here's the gangster rap radio hits for you, but listen to the rest of the album. There's a message here that I'm trying to tell you. But as time went on, he went further down that blunts, 40s, and bitches route and less about his message. And then it's kind of a crazy arc because he started with the message, then he got way into like the whole pop aspect of rap music, and then towards the end, right before he died, he realized, oh shit, I'm fucking up. Let's get this message back out there again. So, and in the other trailers, they like show that little bit of an arc, and I'm so happy that they're going to show that roller coaster of his life and of how it went. Because again, like the dude's super important to West Coast hip hop.
Yeah, I've heard stories about him, and like people talk about him so much about it, like, oh, he's done so much for so many people. His lyrics, his music, and they're just like poetic and stuff like that. But I honestly haven't really heard any. I've heard some of like radio hits. Yeah. I've heard, but like I've never heard those gems that everyone talks about. Like what made him such an icon.
I'm gonna give you a Tupac education. We'll do that.
Yeah, and I like recently, like since this trailer came out, like all right, I'm gonna try to go and listen to some Tupac and just see what But I don't know where to start. Then I hit like some radio play on Google Play Music, and it's just playing his hits. I'm like, no, I don't want to listen to that.
No. You gotta.
I have to go to his first album. I think.
Yeah, you gotta search for those deep cuts, and you gotta get past the radio singles.
And another thing about this is why they kind of talked about it in the trailer. Why did it take so long for a movie like this to come out? You think?
I have no idea, man.
Like, did they waited on purpose? Like,
it was. I think it's one of those things where like they waited a while to make any of these movies. The first one to come out was Notorious, about Notorious B.I.G.,
right?
Which was fucking awesome and told a great story about his character arc and his personality before his death. It's sad that all these are ending with deaths, but. Again, like that dude was super important to East Coast rap music, like super important.
Yeah.
And then similar again with Straight Outta Compton, that was like, I think Notorious was 2008 or 2009, so that was like 7 or 8 years before Straight Outta Compton came out, and 9 to 10 before this Tupac movie is coming out. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's just the thing where they think it wouldn't do well enough, but I think that the success of Straight Outta Compton kind of put all this stuff into motion again, which I think is really cool, man. Like, there's, again, Notorious B.I.G., NWA, and Tupac are not like the three biggest icons in hip-hop, but they're the three biggest icons of a certain era of hip-hop. And I'm glad these stories are being told. I really like Notorious a lot. I think anybody should go watch it, especially if you like hip-hop at all. It's also just a good story to watch.
He was only 25.
Tupac?
Yeah. I was wondering if he was part of that 27 club.
Nope. Younger than that.
Shit.
And the Straight Outta Compton, again, if you have any affection for hip hop or rap music, you should watch those other two movies, and I'm assuming this third one when it comes out, because I'm super excited about this movie. I'm a huge, like, that was what I listened to in the 90s.
This was a good trailer. Well, I saw a different one, but this was good. But the trailer I saw, like I said, like I don't really know much about Tupac, but watching the trailer hooked me, and it's so good.
Right.
I'm like, fuck, I want to see this. With Straight Outta Compton, like I kind of I know. I mean, I'm not an expert, but like I know of NWA and like their music. I've heard their music. You know, my cousin was really big into them, and but like with Tupac, I'm like. Okay. Like I don't know much, and it's and I'm no disrespect at all. I just don't know his stuff. I just never got exposed to more than just his pop hit, or not his pop hits, but like his radio hits. Yeah.
I know a friend of the show, Bryant, has got to be super excited about this movie also.
Oh yeah, he is. I think he texted me when it came out, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm looking forward to it."
Yeah, it looks really really dope, and when I put the show notes together, I will put other trailers in the show notes as well, but I wanted to see this because I really liked the vibe of that trailer.
Yeah, I would take a look at the other trailer too. That one was really powerful.
Yeah. Definitely.
So a little new segment here, what we're streaming, and
so I didn't get around to watching Sandy Wexler, which I'm kind of bummed about.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, okay.
You can talk about it if you watched it though.
I haven't watched it. No, I watched something else completely different.
Oh, okay.
So you didn't watch anything as far as what streaming?
No, not like. I mean, just a bunch of YouTube shit.
Oh, yeah. I did watch something, and this totally kind of hit me out of nowhere because I completely forgot. I thought it was going to come out to like the later in the year, but Bill Nye Saves the World.
Oh shit!
That came out on Friday.
Awesome.
I'm a huge Bill Nye fan. I mean, as a kid, I watched Bill Nye the Science Guy. I'm sure you did too.
Yeah, definitely.
And so I was like, all right, he's coming out with a new show. I didn't know it was finished that fast. And so I watched it. I watched the first 3 episodes, and I watched some of the 4th episode, and I binged it all to the 4th, back to back, and it's fantastic. It's great. It's like, and they say in the first episode, this is an adult version for anyone who watched me when I was a kid. He straight up says that.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we're not like, this show is going to be important issues with people that know about the topic. So like each episode is a topic. The first episode was on global warming.
Okay.
And he explains it in like a fun, basic way, but at the same time in an adult way. Like they're not pandering down to like a little kid like this. Because like he said, everyone who's watched me used to be, was a kid, and now they're adults. So this is how it's going to be portrayed. And he has guests. So like Zach Braff was there.
Oh no shit.
Well, he was there at the end, but Carly Kloss, who I watch for YouTube, and
that's better.
and a bunch of other and then he brings on scientists. So he has segments of the show. The beginning the cold open is basically like the topic of the day, and then it goes into all right, they have a special guest who goes remotely to figure out what. Like Carly Kloss was there for global warming. She went to go to Venice to talk about global warming and like how the water has risen, and like store because they're on water.
Yeah.
Store owners have to like put their stuff in like bathtubs and like to prevent their goods from being damaged. And so they got the remote segments like that, and then they got one-on-one discussion after that, and then they do like a whole roundtable talk with professionals. So first episode's kind of all over the place, but you can tell in the second episode it's more cohesive,
right,
and flows a lot better. And first episode was global warming, second was sound, and I think the third one was AI, which I thought was funny.
Oh, cool.
And
I'm gonna have to watch that.
It's very informative, and it doesn't treat you stupid.
Okay.
It talks directly to you. When they do use words where you kind of like, okay, wait a minute, I'm not sure if I've heard that one. They actually, and I've like, oh, I don't know that word, and it actually, boom, pops up at the bottom what it means. Good. It's a great show. I highly recommend you watch it, especially if you love science like I do.
Yeah.
And he doesn't look like he's aged at all.
Dude. Yeah, that dude. Him and Billy Idol look like they found the fountain of youth, yes. Right? That's pretty cool, man. I didn't realize that was up already.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Yeah. All, I think, 10 episodes.
Awesome.
Or 8 episodes, I don't remember. But yeah, give it a watch.
I did. It's on YouTube, but I did actually stream something this week, and it's something that I think I've talked about before, and I think people need to go watch it. You, like myself, are a big fan of tech TV, correct?
Right. Yeah.
Electric Playground.
Sounds familiar.
Victor Lucas and Tommy Tallarico. It was Victor Lucas, I guess, ended up getting the rights to Electric Playground, so he's got a YouTube channel. I think it's EPN TV is the YouTube channel. Link will be in the description, obviously. But he has all of the footage from Electric Playground, and he put up the first 2 seasons complete, like the first 26 episodes on YouTube, and put up season 3 and 4 are already uploaded. He's just I'm gonna unlock them slowly. But seasons 1 and seasons 2 of Electric Playground are up there in their
from
entirety.
From the Tech TV days or Zini TV days.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So I think it's like 97 or 98 is the first season.
Probably.
Yeah. So
I remember that. Barely remember that.
Go watch it, dude. It is awesome to watch that stuff. Just to like. Not just for like video game purposes, but like music, fashion, nostalgia of 1997, 1998. Like Tommy Tallarico has the most obnoxious, bright, shiny, big T-shirt, like button-up shirts. Like it's pretty rad. Like, yeah. So seasons 3 and 4 are uploaded, but they're still set to private. He hasn't opened the videos up to the public yet.
That's funny.
But yeah, the first 2 seasons are up there, so go watch those. And the first episode of season 3 is up there, which was 99, because it's an all Star Wars edition where they're talking about, like, they've got people from episode 1 in it. Like, they went to like a Star Wars thing where they were showing a bunch of games and have like Samuel L. Jackson's in it and a bunch of other people from the Star Wars movie. From 99.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man. So yeah, Electric Playground. Like I said, I think it's EPN TV is the YouTube channel. I'll just search Electric Playground, and again, link will be in the description.
Link in the description.
Let's see, was there anything
awesome.
else, like TV related or something that I streamed? Not necessarily. So I tried out Crackle because
Oh, I just remembered.
Okay.
But go ahead.
I tried out Crackle because I wanted to watch something and I wanted to see if it was streaming, and no one was streaming it except Crackle. So I was like, all right, well, Crackle's free. It's ad driven. Let me check this out.
It's not bad. I've used it.
So the thing I wanted to watch was like completely ruined by the way they spaced out their ads in it.
Oh, God.
So, because I was trying to watch a movie. It's a documentary. As you know, like over the last 6 months, I got real into skateboarding again. And I own the Dogtown and Z-Boys documentary on DVD. And I wanted to watch it, but I didn't feel like
pulling them out,
going out through my DVDs, which I ended up doing, and this is why. So I tried Crackle out, and it's fine, free, whatever. I'm not going to complain because it's ad-driven and it's completely free, like 100% free. But there was literally an ad every 7 minutes. On this
7 minutes? That
Yeah.
doesn't sound like
The
Crackle.
first one was 11 minutes for the beginning. Then after that, it was like every 7 minutes. And I was
That's
like,
awful.
no,
They
thank you.
must have changed. Well, I haven't used them in a while, actually, but they must have changed.
So, needless to say, I turned it off and grabbed my DVD and put that in. But I tried Crackle. I didn't like it. Maybe it's better for TV shows. Like
Probably.
they do TV,
'Cause,
right?
Yeah, they do TV too. I've watched, I think, a Seinfeld episode just because.
Yeah. It might be better for TV than movies, but...
I forgot to talk about this in the last 2 episodes ago, but I got the free trial for
Oh, that's right.
YouTube TV.
Yeah.
And I
It
still
was
have it
a
until
month,
May.
right?
Yeah. And I like it.
Is it good?
I like it. I won't pay for it, but I like it.
What's the cost? 30 a month? Or 40?
35.
35?
If you buy, first off, if you take the month trial, I'll at least give it a shot.
Okay.
You know, maybe you don't want cable anymore, or you're looking for an alternative. Try this out. You know, I know there's Sling and others. Feel free to try those out, of course, too.
PlayStation TV.
PlayStation
View.
View,
Yeah.
But because like I do YouTube, I wanted to try it out. You know, and it's not bad. It's not bad. But if you try it out and you do think about purchasing it, don't do it from your iPhone. Do it from the computer. Because if you do it from the iPhone, it's going to charge you more because the fee they want to make up for from Apple. So do it from your computer first.
So if you do it
then
from there,
download the app.
then you can download the app and watch
download
it.
the app and do it that way.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
man.
it's Apple. I messed with
How
it.
did they get away with that shit? Sorry.
Yeah. So it's not bad. The app is really good. It's they have this like live feed. There's 3 buttons at the bottom. There's your DVR, the home, and live. Click on live, and you can scroll through the channels, and there's a little preview window, and it shows the channel live. So you're actually seeing, like, if you see a list, and it says like FX Simpsons, USA is playing X-Men, TNT is playing Big Bang Theory or whatever, and as you scroll down to like
Spike
Big
TV
Bang
is
Theory,
CSI all day long.
yeah. So like as you scroll to Big Bang Theory, it'll show like the window at the top will show a live feed of it. You scroll, keep scrolling to X-Men and shows the live feed of it, which I think is fucking really cool. The best way to channel surf.
That's a massive server load though. Holy shit.
That's why it's only open right now in like LA, New York, San Francisco, Chicago, I think. But yeah, it's really cool. I love the previews of it. I also like the there's also on demand. So like any of those channels that shows movies, you can watch them on demand. Like I started watching Looper because it was playing on, I think it was FX or something.
Okay.
I watched Looper on demand. I watched Perks of Being a Wallflower on demand, and X-Men Days of Future Past I watched live because I was scrolling through and I was like, oh shit, it's on. I hit it, watched it, and then that's on the live feed. On the middle one called Home, they're across. The bars are across, so like you can actually scroll through this way to watch. Also, like little boxes of live feeds of each channel to see what's on there. But it's cut up into sections.
Is Home where you would like set up your favorites kind of thing?
Yeah, where you can select whatever TV shows you want to watch or whatever movies you want to DVR. The DVR function, actually I haven't even tried the DVR function because I'm waiting for Flash and Supergirl to come back. Because I think they're on hiatus right now. But from what I've heard about the DVR, I've heard that so far it's okay, but it's not really lag issues as long as your connection's fine. Like internet connection is pretty good. But overall, I love the app.
That's pretty crazy.
I really like the app. I would, if I watched more TV, I would get this.
Right.
Again, I haven't really tried Vue, or PlayStation View.
Right.
Haven't tried. I've tried Slingbox. I've messed with Sling TV. But I mean, if you're heavy into YouTube, I would get this. Like me, I'm heavy into YouTube, so I would probably get this if I watched that much.
Okay.
But
that's pretty cool, man.
I hope
different ways to get around paying an extreme cable bill,
like $100 a month cable bill. Yeah. I hope other developers see this, whether it's PlayStation View or whatever, because like the app is so intuitive in my opinion. And the live feed like that is so nice.
I think the only problem you'll come into contact with if all these services take off is that internet providers do the same thing cell phone providers did. And like, well, cable's obsolete, so that'll be cheaper now, but we're going to charge way more for internet.
Yeah.
Just like cell phone providers like, well, nobody's making phone calls or text messaging anymore. Everybody's using apps, Facebook, Twitter, all that shit. So all this stuff is going to be super cheap now, but your internet cost is expensive. It's going to be a matter
of time when that
yeah.
Not only
it'll balance itself out eventually.
I'm sure there'll be a time too, which I know some markets have caps on their home internet.
Yeah.
Which I hope that never comes to us. Which I don't think it will for a while, if it ever does. Just because Los Angeles likes.
I think some providers already have caps though.
Yeah, some providers do. In certain markets, some do. Mostly Midwest. I know. Is it Comcast or no? I forgot who it was. But yeah, they have caps.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. I'm glad you're liking that YouTube TV thing because we talked about that a few weeks ago, and you said you were going to try more into it. Yeah.
Again, I didn't personally mess with the DVR part because I'm waiting for fucking Flash to come back. But you know what's funny? It still records episodes you haven't seen, or episodes that are still like, even though it's a rerun, it still records it. But everything that it recorded in the past few weeks have been like in the actual order, so they're not out of order. So like, if last week they showed an episode from season 1, and the next week they showed an episode from current season. Like, it actually puts it in that order.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's brilliant.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's definitely pretty good. Because, like, on a home DVR box, it's like, oh, do you want to sort by date, by channel, by time?
Yeah.
Like, no, fuck.
So, yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
That's pretty cool, man.
Video games?
Yeah, video games.
What's the first video game news? Oh, you were going to talk.
Yes. Okay, so this will be quick. Last week, I talked about having a breakthrough on Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Yes.
And I was going to finally finish it. Mm-hmm. Tuesday, I finally finished it. For the first time ever in 13 years. Because I didn't... I've told the story before. I always came in contact with the mission. I could not, for whatever reason, get by. And then I found an exploit to where if I just stayed below their radar, they would just fly around in circles, and I could just pick them off, which was great. So if I would have known how close I was to the end of the game all those years ago, I probably would have continued pounding my head against that mission to finish it. Because I was seriously like an hour and a half away from the conclusion of the video game at that point. And I just didn't realize it. And I never looked up a FAQ on missions or anything like that, because I didn't want to. I wanted it to happen naturally. So I finally finished the final mission, and it's a pretty rad mission. You go and you take a character out who's turned on you, and then you go and you chase down the dirty cop that's been after you the whole time. And it's a really fucking awesome story. It's a really fun game. And I would seriously, like, even though I just finished it, I would consider going back and starting over again, because it's such a fun game. And the story is pretty cool. And yeah, I really
It was my favorite.
Yeah.
It definitely was my favorite game. For GTA.
If you haven't played that, if you have a modern console, you can get it on PS4. I don't know if it's on Xbox One as in that same pack. But I know, because they're PS2 classics, basically. They're, PS2 on PS4. But they have the trilogy, which is Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. And you can buy them all as a pack for like $30, or you can buy them individually for $15, which just buy the pack. And every once in a while they're on sale. Like I got it for $15 for all 3 games last year on a sale, and it's generally about $20 when they're on sale for all 3 games, which is pretty dope. It's a super fun game. It's a pretty rad story. I like the way it ends. It ends real nice. And like it kind of made me want to continue playing around in that world, but I was like, but the missions are gone. So maybe I'll just start the game over again, which I shouldn't because I have a bunch of other shit to play right now. But yeah, man, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is really satisfying to finish.
Yeah, I remember I just loved playing in that world just because of the 90s of it. It was a lot of fun.
But yeah, that was just going to be really short. And the other thing I played a little bit on my own and then a little bit with Fran is Overwatch Uprising, the new...
Some new DLC, right?
Yeah. It's a really fun mode. It's a co-op, so it's 4 players versus AI, and it's like it's checkpoint based. It's like, yo, go hold down this part, kill these enemies that are coming in. It's kind of like a tower defense or like a horde mode kind of thing, which is, I think, right up your alley because it's 4 players co-op against AI, like we used to do on Uncharted.
Yeah, I love that.
I think that's over on the 30th though, but I'm sure they'll roll it in eventually as like its standalone mode because it's really popular and people are really digging it, and it's a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing it with Fran and 2 other random people that just kept cycling through.
They're playing that they're playing Overwatch a lot, aren't you?
Still playing it, yep.
What time do you guys usually play?
It's like late at night because Fran usually gets home at midnight, so
right.
I'll see him online. I'll be like, "Oh, bro, let's play." So yeah, it's
cool to stay that.
Yeah, it's super fun, man. It's basically like a tower defense or like a horde mode. You versus AI, and the enemies get bigger and bigger and more powerful, and it's super fun, man. It's super fun. I still say that if you have not got Overwatch, man, you're fucking up, because especially if you like any part of you enjoys first person shooters at all, even the slightest bit, and you have not played Overwatch, there it is.
Yeah.
You're kind of failing at life. It is such a good game. It deserved all of the Game of the Year awards it got last year. It was my personal favorite Game of the Year last year. It's fucking amazing. It's so good. And I won't say more people need to play it because a lot of people are playing it, but I think
playing that game.
I really do think more people need to be playing this game. It's that good. And you know how... Anybody who's listened to this show or anybody who knows me knows how down on first person, especially competitive first person shooters, I have been. And this game has kind of sucked up all of my time since I got it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, I want to play it. It's... I gotta audit myself. I try to figure out how to make time to play and to stream, as well as getting shit done for YouTube and stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely a balance, dude.
I feel like I'm at that point where I gotta start balancing things out, because I want to play Overwatch. At least try it out.
Yeah.
And I also want to play, which actually I have played now, Bioshock. Infinite.
Yeah.
I streamed that last Friday, I believe it was. Or this past Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And Dan Herman was there.
Yeah.
And someone else, Vamp something. I forgot they had a long
Did they follow you?
I don't know. I don't remember. I was streaming on YouTube.
Oh, okay. That's right. You're streaming on YouTube.
Yeah, but I love the era that it's portraying, and Bioshock, like how Bioshock kind of shapes their world in a weird type of old timey way, but
in the future-ish.
type. I love that. It's just awesome. It's very creative, and I know it's 5-year-old game or something now, 2013 or something. And I'm loving it. I'm totally loving the game so far.
How far did you get?
Not too far. I played about an hour, 2 hours of it, I think. And
did you see the Barbershop Quartet yet?
Yeah, that was awesome. They're on that floating.
Yeah, singing that song. I love that song anyway to begin with.
Yeah, it's a great song.
But
it's such a fun game. But there is one thing that I need to fix, and that is I need a new monitor.
Oh, okay.
I need a new monitor. This monitor, like, I didn't even realize this monitor isn't even monitor.
It's a monitor. That's how old it is.
Yes, it's a monitor. It's not even HD, apparently.
What?
Yeah. It doesn't display at 1080.
720 is HD though. Does it get 720?
I don't even know if it's 720. Yeah, and it's like...
Why don't you just hook up to your TV?
I know, it didn't dawn on me when I should have just fucking plugged it into my television.
Are you playing mouse and keyboard?
Yeah.
Yeah? Fucking dude, fuck that. Get a controller.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna go out and either... Like, I don't know if I can use my PlayStation controller.
You can, but you'll have to like reset it so it doesn't conflict with your PlayStation, and then you have to plug it in. Like
I'll just buy a controller.
Go get an Xbox 360 controller.
Get an Xbox controller. I need to get an Xbox controller, and then just start playing it on the television that way.
Yeah.
Because the mouse and keyboard, I haven't played mouse and keyboard games in a while.
Yeah. So I have a problem with BioShock games. They always start really, really strong for me, especially the first one. The second one was all right, even though it wasn't the same. It was a different studio that developed it. That one was even started really, really good.
That was a different studio?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
And then Infinite.
Same studio?
As the first game.
The first game. Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
So they all start really, really strong, but they feel so repetitive so quickly. With the first BioShock, I was like, man, this is a great world. They've done a great job of building this atmosphere, building these characters. And then once you get to like the third level, you're like, oh, I gotta go kill these big daddies, save or harvest the little sisters, and then do the mission story quests. And it was that loop over and over again. And the big daddies to me weren't fun, no matter how innovative you got with your combat. That shit just wasn't fun for me. BioShock 2 was somewhat similar, but instead it put like a tower defense element into it, which was...
I never got far into it.
Again, it starts strong. Like, oh yeah, Rapture, I love being here again. This is great. What? It's this many years later? Holy crap, what? Not big daddies anymore, big sisters. Holy crap, this is awesome. This is going to be fun. And then it's like, oh, you get this awesome exploration area, and then you get to this big open part, and it's like, okay, here's the arena combat, and you have to set up traps and set up weapons, and then splicers come in hordes, and then you have to take them out. And it's not that it's not fun, it's just that they don't do a good job of hiding the repetition like most games, because the level design is so similar every time. And BioShock Infinite was somewhat similar, but like the opposite, to where the combat didn't feel repetitive, but it really felt like they were like finger poke hammering in. Look at this message. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. I'm like, fuck, can't I just enjoy one of your games without feeling like something's being hammered into my skull?
Haven't got that far.
And I out of the three, which is crazy to say this because I was really high on BioShock 1 when I started it. But out of the three, I think the one I've liked the most, not finishing any of them, but the one I've liked the most so far is Infinite, because I really like the aesthetic, and I really like the music that's used, and I like all of that stuff that's involved with BioShock Infinite. So that is definitely the one to play, if you ask me.
Yeah, when I was talking to Dan and the other person that was online, like both of them said like Infinite seems to be the best one in their opinion. Like Dan played it like 5 or 6 times over, because he loved it that much.
I think part of me wants to go buy that remastered collection for the PS4, because I would like to play through 1 again and try it again, because man, that world is so pretty underwater.
The first one definitely, yeah. I was playing it at the settings, like we're kind of, I think, at low. Mm-hmm. Or medium, and then I started after I was playing, I was like, wait a minute, I'm not playing in full. Like, it took me a while to realize I wasn't playing in full screen. Full screen.
Really?
Like, it was actually a 4:3, and it took me a while before I realized that too. I was like, all right, this is it. And then I started messing with it, and then it started lagging, and like, I know it's the monitor, it's not my computer. My computer can handle it. I mean, the computer's a lot newer than this 3-year-old game or 5-year-old game.
Yeah, your computer can handle BioShock.
So, like, it's the monitor. I know it's the monitor. So I think I'm going to plug it into my TV and see how that goes.
See how that works.
But I have been pricing monitors with G-Sync, but those are expensive.
Yeah.
Just because I have an AMD.
Yeah.
But then I also thought about building a PC again.
Every year and a half or so, you get this itch.
Or I just want to build a new computer.
Which would be awesome. That would totally be great. To have a home PC that's going to have more RAM than your laptop and a better graphics card than your laptop, and then have the laptop for on the road stuff. But
yeah,
that would be awesome. But I don't know, man. That's a big investment for.
Yeah, it's just a barrel of.
I mean, new video cards just came out, so like last year's models are dropping in price. So maybe now is a good time to.
I don't know if they get the latest and greatest.
Yeah.
Video card. I'll be fine.
If you got a 980, you'd be fine.
The one in my computer, I think, is
a 960.
60. Yeah. But it does the job.
Yeah, I'm really glad you're enjoying
playing,
Bioshock Infinite, because that's one of those games where, even though, like I said, I haven't finished it, but I love the aesthetic of that world.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And I like. One of the main reasons I like the aesthetic is because they do this. Have you got to the girl yet?
No.
No? Okay. They do this really cool, like.
I got to the part where. Like you're supposed to like throw the balls at the people. But that was so fucked up.
Did you do it or did you?
No, I threw it at the.
Okay, good. So that's the choice you made. Good.
Yeah. Why? What happens if I threw it at them? Is it a different outcome?
No, it's.
Or do they still see your hand?
They still see it's similar, but they change the way that the people are reacting to you. That's all. So the people that are being persecuted react to you differently, and the people that were egging you on react to you differently. And you also encounter those people later in the game also.
Oh.
So it's really good stuff, man. Really good storytelling. When you get to the girl, we'll talk more, because they do this great, like, this is kind of like, to me, it feels like it could be, if you change a few things, it could be a Disney movie. And you'll see what I mean when you get to the girl. It's pretty good, man. I like it a lot.
All right. Yeah, well, I definitely want to play more.
Damn, this is making me want to go back and play it now. Shit.
Or just watch me stream it.
I could do
that. Probably going to stream it on my YouTube, though.
Okay.
So,
yeah,
YouTube.com/RickWeasel.
Rick Weasel.
All right, yeah, that's it.
Cool. Do you want to watch the trailer?
Oh, a trailer?
Yeah.
We got a trailer for you guys.
Something that you and I are both super pumped about, because we're dorks. And I've loved this game since going all the way back to PS1. And I'm glad that a new one's finally coming out. And right now I'm just killing time till Rick gets it set up.
That's where editing comes in. So let's go ahead and watch this trailer for Everybody Golfs. Japan Studios. Oh, clap hands. That's very pretty.
Yeah, it is. It looks really nice, dude.
Oh my god, they upped their game since the PS1. There's two flies in here?
We can drive golf carts. Bro, we can drive golf carts.
Golf carts? Oh, wow.
I'm so pumped for this game, dude. It's not even funny. It's
That's
dumb.
awesome.
It's dumb how excited I am for this game.
Yeah. Their faces kind of remind me of the Nintendo, like Wii or Nintendo character, like caricatures.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, I've been seeing a lot of people like, oh, they just look like Microsoft Avatar or Me knockoffs. I'm like, guys, did you ever play Hot Shots Golf? Like, that's what they've always looked like. But yeah, so this is Hot Shots Golf. They instead of calling it Hot Shots Golf, which is weird because it's in Japan and the United States, it was always Hot Shots Golf. But in Europe, I guess in Germany, it was called Everybody's Golf. And I was like, huh, that's weird that they're going with that name. Maybe they feel like they need to change it up because Hot Shots Golf has been around for so long.
Probably.
But the PSP games are awesome. The Vita game is fucking awesome. And I think it's called Hot Shots Golf Out of Bounds on PS3, which is super fucking awesome too.
Out of Bounds.
The Vita one was great because it had the online. So did the PS3 one, but I didn't play as much of that as I did the Vita one because I played that shit all the time on my Vita. It had online, like, but you could play online. It was like asynchronous online, so like somebody would play the course, and then you would play against them after they've already played it. But you would go, and then it would show you how they did on that hole, and then you would go and show you how they did on that hole. This one on PS3 and in this one, they've got a full interactive lobby to where you and I can get online.
So it's kind of like base like MLB type of thing now.
And go play around together. And as you saw, we could get in a golf cart and drive around.
When was that coming out?
August 28th.
Oh, that's a while.
Yeah, I pre-ordered already on Amazon because I am a tool.
It's funny. We were I just brought it up when we were on our way here.
Yeah.
Talking about like, I don't really use my PlayStation anymore. I don't play it. Like, I just don't got time anymore. Yeah. And then I started saying these, like, the only game that I'm really excited for is Detroit Rock City.
That's what you said, yes. Detroit City. But you meant Detroit Become Human.
Yeah, Detroit Become Human.
Which is the new David Cage Quantic Dream game.
Which I now officially renamed Detroit Rock City.
And I was like, bro, Kojima Hot Shots Golf is coming out this summer.
Yeah. But again, going back, I gotta, like, find time.
Reevaluate
my time. Gotta audit myself.
But yeah.
This looks fucking awesome. I love the Hot Shots game. I love it's the same company. It's obviously Hot Shots inspired.
Yeah.
And, dude, this is just awesome.
You know what came up in my timeline recently? And it probably came up in your timeline too on Facebook, the Almost Day stuff. It was you posted going to bed at 5 a.m. God damn it, Michael, and Portal 2. And it was one of those nights where you and I stayed up all night playing through the co-op in Portal 2. And I was like, yeah, let's do that again. We're going to be doing that shit in August when Hot Shots Golf, or Everybody's Golf comes out.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, Josh is going to get it too.
He is?
Yeah.
Oh, and I have to deal with Josh.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Kidding, Josh.
But yeah, him and I are both really excited about this, and I knew that you would be too, because the announcement came out on Thursday about the release date in August. Finally, after they've been showing this game for like the last 3 years. It was one of the games they showed in Japan at TGS the year that the PlayStation 4 came out. Mm-hmm. They're like, yeah, and coming soon, so new Hot Shots Golf. And it's like, fuck, it's been 3 years. What is taking so long? The only thing I'm kind of worried about is that it's, I guess you would call it a budget title. It's a $40 game only, not $60. But as you saw in the trailer, like that doesn't mean they're skimping on courses or characters or customization.
Sure, there's going to be DLC as well.
Yeah, so I think that's pretty awesome that it's a game that you can buy for less than a full price game, and it's going to have.
I think that's a sweet price.
It's got a bunch of content. If you get it on Amazon, you get $20 off if you have, or not $20, 20% off if you have Prime. I think it ended up coming out to like $35 with shipping, or with not shipping, with tax.
With tax.
Yeah, because shipping's free.
That's true. I'm gonna have to do that.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I should just pre-order it on the PSN. I was like, no, I want the disc. I might end up canceling the Amazon pre-order and just pre-ordering it on the PSN because having to put a disc in is so tough, you know. Yeah, so tough to have to change discs. Like, I look over, I'm like, fuck, I want to play Overwatch, but Horizon is in my disc tray. I don't want to have to fucking eject the disc and put another one in.
That's what I get.
I should have just bought these digitally. And then if you would have talked to me 3 years ago, I'm like, fuck digital, man. It's just the convenience factor, I guess.
It is. It's definitely the convenience factor.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm like, when I feel like watching a Buffy episode, I'm like, fuck, it's no longer on Netflix.
I don't want to get my DVDs.
But I found out Buffy's streaming on full screen.
That's cool. So yeah, everybody's golf, August 20th or 28th, I think. I'm really excited.
But you bought it
that.
physically then?
Yeah.
You said, right, yeah.
But I might end up canceling. Nah, fuck that. Old school. It's Hot Shots Golf. We gotta go old school with this. I'm going physical.
I don't know, maybe I'll just do it digital.
Yeah, $40, dude.
Still gotta upgrade my
Hard drive.
Hard
Or
drive.
just buy an external. Plug it in.
Yeah.
It's gonna cost the same price. Because the drive I would tell you to buy to put in there is the same drive I would tell you to buy to use an external hard drive. I would just tell you to pop it out of the enclosure and put it in because it's cheaper than buying a bare drive. Which is weird, right?
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, that's everybody's golf. Let's move on to the next story.
Next story.
This is something you actually put in.
This is something I put in.
Yeah, because we talked about this a little bit last week.
So, we talked about how Nintendo doesn't like making money with, at all. They don't like money.
Yeah, they don't like anybody's money, apparently.
But apparently, rumors already have it from a source of a source that SNES Mini
Should be coming out this
should
fall.
be coming out. Yeah.
I won't believe it until they announce it, but that doesn't mean it's not fun to speculate.
Yeah. They just had their Nintendo Direct,
And-
so
but,
they're
yeah.
gonna have their presence, I'm sure, at E3, right?
Yep, they will.
So they will probably hear some kind of rumblings at E E3.
Hopefully it's 30 game. But there's so many SNES games that you could put on this thing and charge a higher price for it. But I don't think they should do that because their home console, is already competitively priced to begin with, and they're gonna have their virtual console that you could probably buy all these games on anyway. That they want to make money that way. So like,
I think it's more of a now. It's gonna be more looks and aesthetics.
Yeah,
with
there's
the benefit of all the games. in one
there's so many
convenient
things.
location
There's so many things in play though. It's
with
like,
one price.
are they gonna do 30 games again? Is it gonna be only $60 again? Hopefully they stay with that way. And then
Well,
two
I
is
should. I don't see why they would change it.
because all those games they could sell you for $10 on the virtual console.
Yeah, but there's probably going to be another limited run if they're going to do it the same
Probably.
way that way. So
Probably. So I think this would be cool if they did this. This is something you, Bryce, and myself talked about last year when they announced the NES Classic Edition. Like, if they did SNES, that'd be great. Hopefully they continue with this trend and do it. Keep doing it. What are some games you would want on this thing?
definitely Mario.
Mario World.
Yeah.
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart for sure. What's that on that?
The one that I would want that would be hard to get because of the licensing issues around it would be the Major League Baseball featuring Ken Griffey Jr. That was like my favorite baseball game of all time.
Oh, the King of Virginia one. Yeah, I remember that.
But MLB Players Association and all the licensing stuff, I don't know if that'd be possible. Because on the NES Classic Edition, they had Tecmo Bowl, which had team names, but did not have players' names. So that's why they put Tecmo Bowl and not Super Tecmo Bowl, because Super Tecmo Bowl was the one that had all the player association stuff that would be hard to license at this point because it's 30 years old. And similar with ML with the King Griffey Jr. game, it's 25 years old at this point. So it'd be hard to go back and license all that stuff because I don't think the Players Association still licenses all the old players anymore. But if they could get that game, I would buy it. Yeah, Ken Griffey's one. Then, like you said, Mario World, Mario Kart.
Can't remember any other games.
Street Fighter 2 would have to be on there because that's where I played a lot of Street Fighter. I played it in the arcade, but the tournament edition or whatever they had on SNES was the one I played a lot of.
I'm like total blank on a lot of games.
A lot of people are saying like they should put Earthbound and Chrono Trigger, which are two big RPGs, and they had Final Fantasy. A couple Final Fantasy games on the NES one, so I don't see why they wouldn't be able to get those games also. Then there's the stuff that I never played that I'd be like, yo, this would be so cool. Because they always hyped up like the FX chip in Uniracers, which is the dumbest game, but I would want to play that.
They had F-Zero
Yeah,
on Super
F-Zero.
Nintendo. I would definitely want to play that.
That's another one I
I
want.
fucking love playing that game.
There's some Kirby stuff that would be fun on there.
Oh, Kirby, that's right. I think it's Kirby's
Donkey Kong Country.
Donkey Kong Country, yeah.
Dude, that would be awesome to have.
Well,
on there.
you would think the major ones would be there.
You would hope. You would hope.
They will be there. I guarantee it.
So, are you someone that's super excited about this? Would you actually pre-order this one instead of waiting?
Oh, I'll definitely pre-order this one
Yeah.
and just like keep it for a while and won't open it just to see if when
you
it
can
gets to
make
the
money on
point
it,
that I'll
yeah.
just flip it for more money.
You're one of those.
I'm trying to save money for a trip.
I got it. But yeah, man, this is something that'd be really cool. Two things. One, here's how you could get more money out of me for one of these. Make the controllers wireless. Or make the cords a lot longer. Because I'm all for zero lag input and using the corded gaming. I'm all for that. But that little fucking 2.5 foot cable.
I'm sure if that was a complaint in this last one, I'm sure they'll address that.
I mean, that or they'll just sell you an extension.
But I feel like it would be dumb for them not to address that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know the cords were short.
They're super short. It's like 2 feet, 2.5 feet maybe. But yeah, this is something that'd be super.
What was the standard when you had the full Nintendo?
They were short.
They were but they were still short.
No, they were short as well. But you also got to keep in mind it was a different way of viewing television and
That's
a different.
True. Everyone would get up to the television and play that way. So different way of life back then, kids. Different way.
Completely different. And then you had like a 19-inch TV and a 40-inch TV.
That's true.
So
13-inch.
Yeah, I had a 13-inch TV that I played all my games on. All the way up even to PS2.
Yeah. Same. Was it? I don't know.
It was a TV VCR combo.
Going off topic really quick. So I posted some old videos on my YouTube.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking like, man, I should really get some of my VHS transferred from analog to digital.
Uh-huh.
And then I started, when I was watching some of the old footage, I did find some old footage that I took from a VHS from 2000.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I'm sure I can like find something and transfer it. Then I remembered something like, I know I have footage. I know I have footage of me and my old friend hanging out in his room and my room, like, and I had a home video camera, and we would just record ourselves playing like Fear Effect or
really,
and like old other games. I can't remember, like Metal Gear. And then
ahead of the times, Rick.
I'm thinking like, wow, we were like Let's Play people back in the day.
That's funny, man.
So I'm gonna do, I don't know how, but I'm gonna sometime in the future I'm gonna get a converter of some kind and transfer those and put them online.
That'd be cool.
Old school Let's Plays.
Yeah. You did like a...
As long as there's nothing incriminated on there.
The video you just recently posted was you like reacting to one of your old videos, right?
A few, like the old 2000s video, yeah.
Because I watched the one you did before that, where it was just older videos.
Yeah, I think there were just 3 videos.
It was like one with you and Michael somewhere.
At Disneyland in 2006. And then us
recording the podcast. Studio A. Yeah.
Where you brought those punch tabs.
Yeah, dude.
Me and Bryce had trouble with that.
Yeah. I need to bring those back. Bring those back.
That was what, 2012?
Yeah, I think so.
13, maybe? I didn't remember. That's why I put a question.
I'm trying to remember. Let's see. Michaela was playing, because I was wearing my Quakes t-shirt, and that's the year Michaela was playing t-ball. So she was 6. So that was, 5 years ago?
Oh, damn.
5 years ago, 2012, 2013.
So yeah, that's a little off-topic deal. That I did Let's Play videos, just nobody watched them.
Yeah, and then with the classic here, plug it in your TV and do a whole thing that way. I really dig that. I like I would really like the form factor. I would want the SNES, not the Famicom, not the Super Famicom. Like I know people are like, I want the Famicom version of the NES Classic, and I was like, yeah. I think that's cool for aesthetics and stuff like that, but I love the way the consoles looked when they came out here. The only thing I would like on the controllers is not the gray and purple buttons. I would like the multicolored buttons like they have in Japan.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I like the aesthetics of the way the consoles looked when they came out here.
Cool.
But yeah, man, SNES Classic Edition would be pretty dope, and there'd be a lot of fun games to go through on there. Like a Contra game that was on there.
Mario Brothers.
Yeah, this is the story that Kotaku did where they put the games
Link
they
to
would
the
want.
Past. How could we forget about that?
Yeah, Link to the Past, which kind of changed the game for Zelda stuff.
Super Punch Out, Donkey Kong Country.
I didn't like Super Punch Out. Donkey Kong Country for sure.
Yeah, Kirby's Dream Land was one of them.
Yeah.
Superstar Super Mario World, Yoshi's, Star Fox.
Yeah,
F-Zero,
Star Fox has to be there. Star Fox and F-Zero and Pilot Wings. I love those 3 games. Star Fox, F-Zero, and Pilot Wings. Gotta do it.
Yeah. Yeah, and you got your
Street Fighter 2 Championship or Super Turbo Hyper Edition, whatever it was called.
Castlevania was another one. Or, Yeah, there's some good.
Yeah, there's a lot of
yeah.
like, and honestly, man, like that's not even scratching the surface of like NHL 94, Madden 94, NBA Jam, and these are all games they won't be able to get because of licensing. But those games would be awesome.
Was it Bomberman also on SNES, or was that just N64?
No, I think there was Bomberman somewhere around there. I think. But yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool if they came out with one of those things. $60 would be awesome price point.
What's up, motherfuckers? How you all enjoying the Follow My Friends? Enjoying the Follow My Friends. Okay. We are doing good.
Yep.
So yeah, there's a lot of games for that.
Mm-hmm.
And
so here's the thing: I played those games at friends' houses. I never had an SNES. I completely missed the 16-bit era of gaming. I didn't have a Genesis, and I didn't have an SNES. I had a Master System and an NES, and then I went straight from that to N64 and Sega Saturn.
Huh. Yeah, I've with all Nintendo kids up until the GameCube came out, and that's when I got PlayStation.
Yeah.
But I like the whole. I mean, I hope they do the SNES. I would definitely get that.
I am super hyped for an N64, one of these eventually. N64 Mini.
Would you think? I know. I was actually going to mention that too. Like,
I'd buy that.
I'd totally
I'd buy
it
that in a fucking heartbeat. Because I played a lot of N64 games.
Yeah. Yeah, N64 was, dude, GoldenEye.
Its licensing would be rough.
Yeah? Yeah, because it's a movie property.
Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark.
Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, the greatest Zelda game of all time. Shut up. Don't say anything else about Breath of the Wild. Anybody? Ocarina of Time is the best Legend of Zelda game. I don't fucking care. I don't care. I don't care. This is something that I will fight for.
Well,
Ocarina
when I
of
get
Time,
my Switch, I'll let you know.
Ocarina of Time is the greatest Zelda game ever made. Not Link to the Past. Not fucking Minish Cap. None of that shit. It's Ocarina of Time. Best Zelda game ever. And you know what the second best Zelda game of all time is? Majora's Mask. Fuck everybody.
I've never played Majora's Mask.
So good.
So
good! Those N64 games were so good. Which is why I was so disappointed by Twilight Princess. Because I got really excited because like, oh great, it's going to be like another Ocarina of Time style game. But it was like super padded out. And like, if they would have cut like 5 to 10 hours out of that game, I think that would have been amazing. Because a lot of that stuff was repetition. It was go find more of these shards. Go find more of these shards. Go find more of these shards. Backtrack. Like But Twilight Princess is actually a really good game also. It's just, it felt artificially padded out. But yeah, Ocarina of Time. Fight me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Banjo-Kazooie?
Oh, I forgot about Banjo-Kazooie.
Let's see. Beetle Adventure Racing was fucking awesome.
I didn't play that. Is there a Doom for
Doom 64?
Doom 64, that was awful.
There was also Duke Nukem 64. Which
that was bad. That was horrible. I didn't like
so
that.
hard to control that game with this one stick and the C buttons. Yeah, man, like Wayne Gretzky 3D hockey, which was a 3-on-3 hockey game that was like an arcadey.
Flies everywhere.
Sorry, like an NBA Jam style arcade hockey game, which was super, super fun. The wrestling games, which they wouldn't be able to get the licensing for, but Virtual Pro Wrestling, the Japanese version of the game, which was amazing. WWF WrestleMania 2000 and No Mercy. WCW, NWO Revenge, and World Tour. Like, that's... I could name 6 wrestling games that I would want on this fucking... on an N64 Mini.
Yeah, all pissed about DBZ Abridged went down. I'm not sure what that is.
Either.
I don't know what that is. Sorry. Honestly, I like Super Smash Brothers Melee better. Not a Smash Brothers fan. That moves way too fast for me.
Melee was GameCube, right? Yeah, because Brawl was Wii.
Yeah.
I think Melee is the prettiest looking one, but if I'm gonna play one, it's the N64. It's just Super Smash. If I was gonna play
Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, on N64.
Yeah. To me it didn't matter. I couldn't. My eyes couldn't move that fast.
Melee, dude. The Melee is a really pretty game, and it moves super fast. Like, yeah, the frame rate on the GameCube was so good. But yeah, like, there's so many N64 games because that's kind of where. Now, I won't say I got back into gaming because I always played games. Like, I would go to friends' houses and play the stuff they had, but like I was still stuck on Little League World Series on NES was my favorite baseball game of all time until I played the Ken Griffey one. But it was all those years later that I played it because I ended up going back and getting a Super Nintendo after I had gotten an N64 and then went back and started playing old games that way. But yeah. That Ken Griffey game was the shit. But yeah, if they did one of these for N64, man, like, the games I would want would be completely different than the games that actually came out that they would put on there. Because the games I want are a lot of licensed properties that I just don't think they would go do the work for. Because some of those companies don't exist anymore. And,
yeah.
It's just crazy. But yeah, I hope they continue this trend. I would like to see them continue this trend, at least up to N64. Even though I know they've released those good games so many times, they have, like, Ocarina of Time you can get on the 3DS, Mario 64 you can get on the regular DS. Like, they've repurposed a lot of those games from that era so many times, but a fucking sweet N64 controller and a sweet N64 looking thing, like, oh yeah.
God, I wish I still had my N64.
I have an N64 still.
Fucking GoldenEye and Star Fox.
Yeah.
Those were the ones I played nonstop.
I have that and a bunch of my games. The Ken Griffey Jr. game on N64 is actually really good also. I have that. I have the wrestling games I'm talking about. I actually have Bryce's copies of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask right now, and the RAM expansion for it. He let me borrow those. And I put a bunch of time into Ocarina of Time. I just have not played Majora's Mask as recently as I would like to have. But yeah, man.
Yeah, I've never played that one, so.
Love those games. Love N64. Nintendo was like the thing for me growing up. And then when they turned on me and went to discs, I was like, all right, I guess I'll go with the PS2. I ended up getting a GameCube also, but not till a few years later when it was cheaper. I had a black one. No, I had a silver one.
I remember Sting was in the WWF game back on the N64.
WCW.
Oh, WCW.
Yeah.
So do y'all watch WWE? He does.
I do. I still do.
I don't. I watch Royal Rumble and stuff when you guys do your thing, but no, not me.
I love wrestling still to this day. And yeah, I'm not a typical wrestling fan to where I think everything sucks. I always try to find the good in what's going on. But yeah, I think that's it for the SNES stuff.
Yeah, I think that's all the stories actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as I remember, SNES Classic.
Yep.
He does have the network.
Yeah, I do have the WWE Network.
Yeah. We have a wrestling.
We had working on a way to bring it back. We had a wrestling podcast.
Yeah. Wrestling Buddies.
Yeah.
On iTunes.
Yeah, and what we did, like, for 55, 56 episodes, what we did was recaps of the week's shows and then any indie shows we had gone to, and every once in a while we'd sprinkle in separate topics that weren't necessarily time sensitive. So go check out the Wrestling Buddies on iTunes if you want to hear some old recaps of old shows. But we'd gotten into a place where our schedules weren't lining up. The other person that's on the show, usually Bryce, him and I would do the Wrestling Buddies podcast. We got to a point where our schedules didn't sync up, and then, like, so many wrestling podcasts are out there, and they're all doing the same exact thing of let's cover the shows that happened this week. And I'm trying to figure out a way to bring the Wrestling Buddies back, but do it to where things aren't time sensitive. like whether it's topics or focusing on one specific thing for an episode, to where the episode doesn't have to be a 2-hour long episode. It can be 25-30 minutes or whatever it ends up being. I've flirted with some of those concepts before when
you guys should bring in guests.
yeah, Bryce was in Japan, and I was like, hey Bryce, I'm going to do some of these things that are going to be like talking about friends of ours, wrestling buddies, favorite paper WrestleMania, or favorite SummerSlam, or favorite this. Bryce and I actually did one together on a car ride, talking about our favorite SummerSlam. We were on our way down to San Diego to go check out an indie show, and we talked about our favorite SummerSlam, which is SummerSlam 1991. But yeah, I was calling those run-ins because they were supposed to be shorter form episodes, but they ended up being just as long. Because when you get people who love the same thing together, you can talk about it for days. But yeah, working on concepts, ideas to bring back the wrestling buddies and bring it back to where it's not something that's, here's what happened this week on the show, and here's what we liked and didn't like. Because the whole point of the show was by fans, being in touch with your inner fan, and understanding that we, because Bryce and I were both involved with the independent scene here in Southern California for a while, in different aspects, but also, together at the same time. And kind of getting smartened up to the way wrestling works, more so than you already were. It made it hard to continue watching as a fan, but that was something I always never wanted to lose, was my fandom for wrestling. And the whole point of the podcast was everybody was trying to talk about these shows analytically, and here's what I would have done, and here's how they should have booked it. And we never tried to get stuck in that rut, because that is never good. So it was always, here's what we liked and here's what we didn't like, not here's what we would do to make it better. Because I don't like that look at anything, whether it's movies or video games or any of the stuff we talk about, and wrestling was no exception. I never wanted to get stuck in the, we know more about this than the people who are making it aspect.
The mightier than thou.
Yeah. So we always did it that way, where it was like, here's the stuff we liked and here's what we didn't like. And if we could pinpoint why we didn't like something or why we liked something, we talked about that. But it was never like, here's what we would have done and here's what would have been better. Which a lot of wrestling podcasts do. It's like, well, they're not booking this guy right. And it's like, you don't know that. Maybe they're booking that guy exactly the way he needs to be booked. Tell me what you don't like about it, though. Why is the booking bad? Why don't you like it? That's the difference.
So, yeah, I think you guys should totally bring on guests.
Yeah.
Whether it's once a month or something, because I know you guys' schedules are all out of whack.
I have another friend who just recently started watching wrestling a year ago. So he's new to it.
Yeah.
And the idea is someone like myself or Bryce, who's been watching wrestling since we were 5 years old, I want to go down the route of classic stuff on the network and be like, okay, Brian, here is the storyline. Here's the setup for this match. And then we watch the match together on the WWE network through PlayStation, chatting with each other. Not recording that part of it, but watch it together and then come back and talk about that match and that storyline and like how they led up to it. Like, so that's like one of the concepts I have in mind.
Yeah.
With a newer fan. Or it doesn't even have to be a newer fan. It could be, let's go back and revisit these old storylines and old matches. And it would be a focused episode about one thing.
I think that's good to do.
Yeah.
Complete focus. As far as it being, they asked if they would be streamed on Twitch. That all depends as far as streaming on Twitch. Whether you guys do it through Skype or something like that. That could... Yeah. Like, you guys could probably... I mean, if you guys came here, I can totally be the producer and take care of all the background stuff for you. But if you guys did it on your own, then it would probably... It would be
audio only uploaded later. But the way we would do it is like, we would record it on, let's say it was a Wednesday. We would record it on Wednesday. I would edit it and put it up Wednesday night. So it would be up the same day we recorded it. So you wouldn't be missing much. But I understand people like the streaming and the video and all that stuff. It would be one of those things.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
That might be like special episodes where we come and meet here, maybe watch something together here, or at Bryce's, watch something at Bryce's, and then do it like that. But yeah, it'd be definitely fun to do something like that live-ish.
Into WWE was when Triple H wear pants and not underwear. Just kidding. I know they were tights.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like 90s stuff right there, man. Yeah.
Classic 90s wrestling.
Yeah, I've been watching wrestling since I was 6 years old, so since like 1988, 89. I'm old.
Damn.
Oh.
All right, let's end the show because it's getting hot.
It's not too bad, but yes, it is getting hot.
Yeah, it is.
I went to look at my watch and I forgot my fucking watch today, and you can see, you probably can't. You can't. I don't know if you can if it picks it up, but yeah.
All right, so that's it for the show.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Definitely, thanks for watching. Trey Mass 220, 210. Yeah, we do this usually Saturday, Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Go to someshitwelike.com. That's where all our stuff is, all our information is. And that's like, what up, redneck?
Yes.
Facebook.com/SSWL, at someshitwelike on Twitter.
Yeah, and Instagram, brand new Instagram.
Oh, yeah, we got an Instagram finally.
At SSWL Network.
And we're on Stitcher.
Yeah, on Stitcher Radio. We're everywhere. Google Play, iTunes. If you search SSWL Network on iTunes, you'll find the Wrestling Buddies if you want to go back and listen to older episodes. But again, those are very time sensitive. But like I said, the ones that are called run-ins are...
Watchdog.
The ones that are called run-ins are about a specific topic. And we also did an interview with my buddy Scott Lost.
That's right.
That's on there, but that's more about his comic book. But we made it wrestling-centric anyway. If you watch indie wrestling in the mid-2000s, you know who Scott Lost is. He's somebody that I trained with and came up with, and he's a good buddy of mine. And yeah, we did that.
We would keep going, Kevin, but we just finished the show.
Right.
And it's getting hot in the garage.
Yeah.
So until next time.
Studio.
Not a garage, it's a studio. Until next time.
That was some shit we like.